Damn, I can't remember the last time I put a beanie on, but what's good, everyone? Rolo Tornado Jr. here, dunksrnice, and today, well, I did want to mention two things. Number one, it's not that I didn't lie to you guys. I am gonna make that top 10 video of, well, the top 10 pickups of 2019. Basically, the pickups that are here, I didn't get to, show you guys the recent pickups, and that's kind of what this video is about. I want to go ahead and show all those pickups before I actually do my top pickups of 2019, the top 2018 and older, in that one section, and then the other part will be top 5 pickups or so in 2019. I've been thinking about it constantly, and it's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, especially for 2019, because 2019 actually had some pretty solid pickups, and very excited to do that video. But first, number two, I gotta showcase all this stuff. So without wasting anybody's time, wait, you'll see why. There is a few that don't have a box, but that's okay. I'll get to that in the very last part of the video. I got like 10 plus pickups to show you guys, all sneakers, so let's get into you guys. They don't come with an original box, but that's okay because I actually got this at a good price. I got this one off Go. This was one of the last remaining pairs I needed to complete the original 1998 to 1999 OG 14s. The one good thing about this shoe specifically is the midsole part where the red paint is, it's not sticky, so that's a good sign that it's pretty solid still. This one is in my size, a size 9.5. It's just one of those shoes that I was hunting down to complete the set. Well, OG 4 or OG 5 and up specifically, I want to get only 9.5. That was one of my standards in collecting OG Jordans and specifically completing the 14 set. I'm not sure if I did that video, but this is one of the pickups that I did need to complete that set. So here they are, the 1999 white and red 14s, and I'm happy to have them in my possession. Let me know if you want me to do a video on the whole OG Jordan 14 set, the 1998 through 99 complete set. But yeah, I'll go ahead and put that poll right above and you guys let me know. Oh, and this one right here, the 2019 Sakai's, this one in this specific colorway, the green, orange, yellow colorway. This one, I think, in my opinion, is probably going to be in my top 2019 pickups. But not only that, this one for sure is probably my pick for 2019 sneaker of the year. I know Complex did that panel and I gotta agree with that. It's just something that they took a old sneaker vibe and had a new modification to it, and that's one of the things I like it. The only thing I mention a lot about this shoe is I'm not feeling this little back part of the midsole. I think if they just had it more cut down and they cut that part off, it'll be a more sleek look. But that's the only thing I would change. But otherwise than that, I've already worn this shoe a few times already. I like it. Not the most comfortable. I just like the whole style and colorway of it alone. The blue and red colorway, that one's pretty tight too. All of them are pretty dope in my opinion. The black colorway, the white colorway, that magenta tone colorway, all of them are super solid. But in my opinion, this sneaker right here for sure is my top pickup and sneaker of the year of 2019. Oh man, what can I say about this colorway here? In my opinion, for sure, don't get me wrong, I like the 11s too, but out of all the cool gray colorways, the 4s hands down is my top and favorite one out of the whole bunch. I just love this one. And I have a B pair from 2004. The nubuck on the upper was peeling, especially on the toe box front area. That was pretty much trash. The whole midsole, the wearability of it wasn't just there. I repainted it, but overall, this sneaker, this colorway here, I don't know, man. I'm torn between the two because the Bread 4s, the Black Cement 4s, they released also this year. So I'm kind of debating on whether, which one I like more. But for right now, this is one of the pickups I did. I already rocked it as well. It's one of those colorways and shoe models that I know I told myself that whenever they did retro, and I made a video on that, I said the next like 3 to 5 years they're probably gonna bring this back. And well, here they are, the retro version of the 2019 Cool Gray 4s, and I love this colorway a lot. But this one is another pickup that I got of this year that I wasn't able to show you. These are the 2019 Obsidian, UNC, whatever colorway of ones you want to call it, nickname you want to call it. But this one, I do prefer this one more, the leather version, than the patent leather version that released earlier this year. But it's just something about that OG vibe I get to it with the leather compared to the patent leather. But this is one that I picked up. I like this one a lot. This is more, in my opinion, one of those underrated colorways that don't get a lot of love, but when you see it, you're like, you know what? that's not actually bad. But this one's the 2019 retro ones of the Obsidian UNC colorway ones. Well, I did a video on these already, but these are the 1988 original True Blue 3s. I did a video on that, on the completing the whole set. I just did want to put this in this video because I didn't want to forget about them. But if you haven't seen that video, you guys can check it out right above. I'll put a card that slides out and a link down below in the description as well. Ooh, this one right here, I believe I got it within this month of December, and I gotta say, holding the original pair, the 1987 Nike Pythons, the Air Pythons, is a different vibe. I know they did retro them in, I believe, 2014, 2015, roughly around that time, and I think this one is a very interesting model. I always thought it was dope to get that original pair and hold it in my hand and then just look at it in general. I know there's other colorways. They have like the silver metallic joint one, and they got this brown copper snakeskin one. That one's pretty dope, but this one is the black snakeskin joint, and obviously since this is an older shoe, some of the snakeskin material parts are coming off on the tongue. I'm not too sure about the uppers. It still looks pretty solid intact, but it was just one of those sneakers that I got off eBay, and I was just like doing our best offer, and I won, and I wasn't expecting that. But this one is the original pair from 1987 of the Air Pythons. I might do a video on it with the retro pair. I'm not too sure just yet, just looking at it. But if you guys did want me to do a comparison with that from the retro, let me know. I'll put a poll up right above, and you guys let me know if you guys want to see a video on that. I don't mind it as well. But this one here is the 1987 original pair of the Air Pythons, and it's just dope to have in my collection. 2019 Biotech Dunks. I did a recent video on these, and I was trying to hold off for this video, but I couldn't. It's one of my favorite colorways, especially one of my all-time favorite sneaker models. But this one's a 2019 Biotech. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put a card right above as well as a link down below in the description. But I also want to just put this in this video. These are none other than the 2019 Biotech Dunks. Before we go ahead and jump into the very last pickups, I did want to go ahead and showcase this. I did pick up the crib booties, the baby joints. These are the royal ones as well as the bread ones. I do have the shattered backboard joints and the Chicagos as well. I think collecting smaller kicks are definitely cute and pretty dope, but I did want to go ahead and showcase this before we get into the last two pickups, which I'm very excited about. This sneaker here in the Dunk High SBs, the Hulks, was one of those shoes that I've always wanted but never decided to pursue, and I don't know why. It's not until that I've held it physically in my hand and then just look at it and tell myself, why after all this time, now that I'm actually trying to pursue you when it was widely available at a more inexpensive price, and just holding it now, looking at it in the color scheme, the color block, and the material choices on the upper, it was just a no-brainer. So I gotta give a shout out to Brian. He knows who he is. That whole swoosh with the leather combination with the suede as well, and that's that suede material I was talking about, that when you touch it, changes direction, and the softness of it is just what suede should feel like. And just the colorway overall is super dope. But this one is the Hulks. And the other sneaker that I've always wanted that I've never just decided to pursue was a 2004 Jedi Dunk Low SBs. And I don't know, it was again one of those shoes that I set aside and just forgot. And I think this time around when I held them in person, I was looking at it, I was like, I think it's finally time to actually get this sneaker. And it's just a dope, super concept. You have the stitching that's in neon yellow. You have the laces in neon yellow to stand out because you have earth tone colors, but a bright, vibrant color just stands out, that screams at you in a vibrant tone. Super dope colorway. Again, it's one of those shoes that I've always wanted that I never had, and I'm finally happy to say I own this pair. And I gotta give a shout out to Brian. He knows what's up. Again, he's the one that sold me the Hulks and this pair here in the Jedi. So again, I'm really happy about that. Thank you, Brian, man. I really appreciate it. This is finally all the pickups. I can't wait to do that pickup of having all my top pickups of 2019. I'm gonna probably do it in a section where I'm gonna do like all the sneakers that came in 2019 only, specifically like top 5, as well as like top 5 in 2008 and older. It's pretty sure I have my mind already made up. But with that being said, comment, like, subscribe, you know, all that good things. Comment down below what's your favorite pickup from this video. Till then, I'm out, you guys. Yay!